Dreaming of a new international lifestyle in paradise, but overwhelmed by logistics? Tired of comparing climate and cost of living stats? Imagine a place that invigorates you, has friendly locals, and makes daily life effortless. Learn how to identify these hidden gems that go beyond the usual checklists and spreadsheets. We're unlocking the secrets to finding your ideal international living destination based on energy, bounce, and flow. Imagine a place that perfectly matches your vibe, not just the numbers on a page. Let's go find your happy place. You'll often find the most desirable overseas retirement and international living locations rated on criteria like cost of living, climate, and healthcare. Look a little closer and you'll also want to know about visas, immigration, taxes, and real estate ownership. These criteria are important and should be part of the extensive research you do before taking off. In canvassing the globe for my paradise, I expanded my ideal criteria and developed a wish list. I didn't expect to get all of these, but it was a good place to start. I wanted a lower cost of living, warm climate but not hot, access to good medical care, English spoken at least as a second language, ample supply of clean drinkable water, basic dependable utilities including internet, availability of groceries and supplies, a stable government, a stable banking and money system, and a smaller town with accepting people. If you'd like to copy this list, it might be easiest to go to livingbetterabroad.com. I've included an article there on energy, bounce, and flow. In addition to the standard criteria I just described, I like to include my own measure of a destination by evaluating those qualities mentioned in the title. These are not formal measurements. What's being evaluated here is very difficult to quantify. You'll know it when you feel it. The energy of a location is about its vibrancy. How does it make you feel when you're there? What kind of vibe do you get? I can remember spending time in Southeast Asia during the world recession of the mid-2000s. Apparently, the people and businesses in the region didn't get the memo. For countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, and Vietnam, the economy was booming, and you could almost feel the electricity in the air. Bounce is about the people, the culture, and their history. How friendly are the locals? Are they as curious about you as you are of them? Could you see yourself enjoying life here, possibly with a bounce in your step? The strong family values of the Panamanians, for example, set the groundwork for our friendly and happy culture. And it doesn't hurt that American influence has been around since the building of the Panama Canal in the early 1900s. A foundation of familiarity helps in adapting to a new culture. Flow is about practical things like traffic, potable water, communication, anything that needs motion to have value. Part of the flow is finances. How robust is the local economy? Is the banking system sound? Singapore is a good example of excellent flow in all of these categories. The country is prosperous, business-friendly, and is considered one of the finest, freest economies in the world. As you do your research, dig into the details that influence the culture, and in the end, your level of comfort and happiness. Formerly known as British Honduras, this crown colony since 1862 gained full independence in 1981 and reclaimed its original name, Belize. Because of its British heritage, English is the official language. The language is easy, the currency is easy, and the driving is easy. For being a foreign country, the culture shock is next to nil. This is what initially attracted me to Belize. I researched and studied the country for almost 3 years. I found it interesting that it had all this going for it, but somehow didn't share the notoriety enjoyed by other Caribbean destinations. Wedged between Mexico and Guatemala, this tiny and eclectic country has become one of the most popular ecotourism destinations in Central America. Belize is located on the Caribbean Sea, about 195 miles south of the exclusive Mexican resort of Riviera Maya. This sparsely populated country, with half the number of residents of Denver, is roughly the size of New Jersey, with a total population of 382,500 or so. Belize has the second largest barrier reef in the world, the highest concentration of Mayan ruins in Central America, and hosts an abundance of untouched nature and wildlife. Nearly half the country is protected by national parks. Combine these diverse elements, and you end up with a unique energy and vibrant locale. Plasencia is a charming, low-key fishing village located at the southern tip of the Plasencia Peninsula in southern Belize. As you might imagine, it also draws a more laid-back clientele. Belize became a buccaneer haven in the 17th and 18th century for pirates taking a pause from life at sea. If you enjoy channeling your inner Jack Sparrow, this is the place to do it. Around 1640, the legendary buccaneer Peter Wallace captained the Swallow out of Tortuga. His band of pirates, the Baymen, would attack Spanish ships loaded with gold heading back to Spain. Belize was pirate perfect. Treacherous waters, the barrier reef, and lots of little islands to play hide and seek. This captivating stretch of paradise has played host to the Mayans, pirates in the Caribbean, and now scallywags like you and me. The country is stable, the legal system is good, foreigners can own property, and taxes are low. The form of government is based on the British parliamentary system, and the Belize legal system is modeled on the common law of England. Despite the strong British influence, driving is done on the right-hand side of the road, just as in the USA. The local currency is the Belize dollar. 1 US dollar equals 2 Belizean dollars. There's no need or advantage in using Belizean money, however, since banks charge a fee to exchange currency, and US dollars are accepted everywhere. Nearly all hotels, restaurants, and shops take major credit cards. Bottom line, make purchases just as you would in the USA. My dream had always been to own a home on the beach. When Belize started gaining popularity and desirability, I was ready to make my first international real estate investment. My dream came true, and did so for less than the cost of a typical subdivision home in the United States. The view of the Caribbean Sea was only obstructed by a couple of palm trees swaying in the breeze. Don't take it to mean this location is at the top of the list. In fact, don't let any list determine your experience of a locale. Discover for yourself which has the best energy, bounce, and flow for you. You'll know it when you feel it. An exercise that might yield some interesting insights is to evaluate the energy, bounce, and flow of where you presently live. What's the vibe like? Is there good energy in the air? What about the people and the present culture? How friendly are the locals? What's the traffic like? How robust is the economy? Is the banking system sound? After this evaluation, you might feel the need to check out the competition. For me, the most important things are the new lifestyle I'm able to create and the new friends I make along the way. If you want to get an idea of the type of people you run into on your travel, click here. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at the company you keep. You'll also want to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on the latest insights for living better abroad. Here's a sneak peek of Digital Nomad Capitalist. I'll introduce you to a diverse cross-section of people from all walks of life who live abroad and thrive. From backpacking, laptop-carrying digital nomads to multi-million-dollar nomad capitalists like Andrew Henderson. Learn the destinations they choose and why. Click here now, and I'll meet you there.